Se acabó.
Except the debt is a crisis.
Thank you, Karine. What is the White House reaction to Special Counsel Durham's report on how the FBI handled the Trump-Russia probe?
I would leave it to the Department of Justice to speak to.
The president talks often about how he wants the DOJ and FBI to remain independent and, above the fray. That report seems to reflect the opposite. Does he agree with Special Counsel Durham that there needs to be wholesale changes at the FBI?
Again, that is with the Department of Justice. That's not something that I'm going to speak from the podium. As you just stated in your question, we believe in an independent Department of Justice. That's what the President said when he was running, and that's what the President has said the last 2 years. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in Japan.
Hey, time for a Rick take. Cringy. She fled the podium yesterday because she couldn't handle the heat when it came to the Durham report. Let's jump in. All right, Karine Jean-Pierre ends press briefing after being pressed on Durham report, fled the podium. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre declined to comment from the White House podium Tuesday about Special Counsel John Durham's report on the investigation into Trump-Russia collusion. Durham's 300-page report found that the FBI and Department of Justice failed to uphold their mission of strict fidelity to the law regarding its investigation into possible Russia collusion with the Trump campaign in 2016. Though the report dropped on Monday, only Real Clear News reporter Philip Wegman referred to Durham's report and asked for a reaction at the White House press briefing. What is the White House reaction to Special Counsel report on how the FBI handled the Trump-Russia probe? Wegman asked the press secretary. To which Jean-Pierre responded, I would leave it to the Department of Justice to speak to that. Wegman pressed further, asking, the president talks often about how he wants the DOJ and FBI to remain independent and above the fray. That report seems to reflect the opposite. Does he agree with Special Counsel Durham that there needs to be wholesale changes at the FBI? Again, that is what the Department of Justice, Jean-Pierre said as she closed her briefing book. That's not something that I'm going to speak about from the podium. As you just stated in your question, we believe in an independent Department of Justice. That's what the president said when he was running, and that's what the president has said the last 2 years. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in Japan, she said while leaving the podium before any more questions could be asked. Social media users blasted the response for ignoring both the White House and Jean-Pierre's own history with the Russia collusion allegation. Prior to becoming the White House press secretary, Jean-Pierre wrote multiple tweets in which he supported the theory that former President Donald Trump was illegitimate and took part in Russian collusion. In December 2016, she agreed with then Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid that Trump's campaign was all in on Russian interference, writing, Flynn, Manafort, and the Donald himself, inviting Russia to partake in espionage on our election. Hashtag Putin love affair. Oh, this woman is fucking unhinged. And moderately, if not severely, fucking stupid. She has to dictate from the binder that sits on that podium, and she can't even fucking do that right. I'm not saying bring back Jen Psaki, but jeez, this one is a fucking moron. Anyways, there's my real Rick take. I just wanted to bash the shit out of Cringy. She's a fucking retard. And you know what? I don't care if I'll say it again. She is fucking retarded. In 2018, she added, and Russia is still winning because its puppet Trump continues to flagrantly degrade America's standing on the global stage. Ted Cruz communications advisor Steve Guest posted images of some of the tweets, adding, it's no surprise KJP fled the podium. She is guilty of pushing the Russia nonsense. Okay. Not surprising that Karine wouldn't want to weigh in since she said 2016 was stolen and praised Jimmy Carter for saying Trump didn't actually win. She tweeted on convincing Electoral College to reject Trump and was move on Spock's as it joined that effort. Washington Examiner reporter Jerry Dunleavy wrote, citing Jean-Pierre's past tweets. She's deflecting and she isn't even good at it. Psaki was a lot better with her circle back responses, journalist Ian Miles Chung commented. Fox News contributor Katie Pavlich remarked, Jake Sullivan, who pushed and helped concoct the Russia hoax when he worked for the Clinton campaign in 2016, is Biden's national security advisor, and the White House still punts to DOJ. He asked for the White House reaction. Okay, just say, we don't have one for you. Newsbusters executive editor Tim Graham joked. Josh Hawley communications director Abigail Monroe tweeted, the norms and institutions crowd has nothing to say. Weird. Though Durham did not recommend any wholesale changes to the agency or their guidelines, his report spotlighted the lack of analytical rigor, apparent confirmation bias, and an over-willingness to rely on information from individuals connected to political opponents regarding accusations of foreign collusion with Trump. Whew. Yeah. Cringy and the whole cabinet of fucking idiots that surround Biden. They are in for a rude awakening in the coming months, because my fucking God. As if their incompetency couldn't be any more glaring, it's just going to get worse before it gets better. This is my opinion. It's not a humble opinion, because it's, ooh, I can't be humble about this one, because I have said from day one that this is a kakistocracy. If you don't know what that is, look it up. But the deplorable moron, fucking low-temp IQ idiots are all sitting in positions of power, and they don't even know what to fucking do with it. They can't even speak on it because, again, they're low-temp IQ fucking morons. That's my Rick take for the day. If you liked the video, please give it a like, thumbs up, so I know you liked it. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, share it with your family, your friends. Heck, share it with your adversaries. I don't care. It's how we get this out there. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. Don't give a shit. Do this for the fun of it. Hate watch it, hate share it, and re-silently to yourself because nobody gives a shit. And with that said, happy hump day. Peace out. And now for 90 seconds of Fettersparagus.
Is it staggering? Is it a staggering responsibility that the head of a bank could literally crash our economy? It's astonishing. That's like if you have, I mean, like, and they also realize is that now they have a guaranteed way to be saved by how, you know. So it's you know, isn't it appropriate that this kind of control should be more stricter to prevent this kind of thing from going? Or should we just go on and start bailing and sailing whoever bank, regardless of how their conduct is? You know, I'll give you an example. The Republicans want to give a work requirement for SNAP. You know, for a hungry family has to have this kind of penalties, or some kinds of working required. Shouldn't you have a working requirement after we sell your bank with billions of your bank? Because they seem to be more preoccupied than SNAP and requirements for works for hungry people, but not about protecting the taxpayers, you know, that will bail no matter whatever does about a bank to crash it. Sure. Hi, good night, everybody.